On our road trip from Germany to Portugal, we had 2,570 kilometers lying ahead of us. We gladly noticed a 10% drop in kilometers once we had our car navigation updated. With our caravan being higher than 3 meters, the expensive tolls in France forced us off the highway onto country roads. So, after 2.5 days and 340 liters of diesel, which is around 2 bathtubs, because properly washing yourself is what you're gonna miss the most, we finally arrived at the high-performance training center in Nazaré, where we get to meet.
I'm Pedro Pisco. I work for the City Hall in Nazaré, and I'm the manager of the high-performance training center I created with the team the Big Wave project in Nazaré. Nazaré is a small fishing village, and we want to keep it like that. Okay, our tradition is clearly, when you visit Nazaré, it's clearly connected to the sea. From the beginnings of our times, and we have a lot of heritage, really good gastronomy. It's a beautiful, beautiful village with beautiful beaches where you can enjoy a lot. And we have the worldwide attraction, which giant waves in Nazaré, which is a new product. And that was one thing that we realized, that surfing was much more than surf. It's a new tourist attraction. We can have only like 2 or 3 teams in the water, or even 1, and we can attract thousands of tourists to Nazaré. Now we are in summertime, and in summertime, actually, you might don't believe it, but there are some days we don't have waves. Yeah, Nazaré is a special place. It's a really special place. The Portuguese Navy has a study program for the canyon of Nazaré, the undersea canyon, and they actually say when there's no waves in Praia do Norte, there's no waves in Portugal. During the summer, we have over 100,000 visitors here in Nazaré, which makes a challenge for the City Hall. It's to create conditions to make 100,000 people comfortable in Nazaré when we are such a small village, only for 15,000 inhabitants, which has been a challenge, but a successful job and endeavor.
A funicular makes the connection between the lower and upper side of Nazaré, where a 318-meter long track takes you 110 meters downhill. That's a slope of 42%. It's working since 1889. More than 2,000 passengers use the cable car every day. In 2017, it was nearly 1 million people. On one of our trips around town, we noticed something we had to ask Pedro about.
Unfortunately, this wood that we have from Nazaré up north for miles and miles and miles, it was planted by a king in order to get the wood to build the big boats that were back in the 15th century to discover the new world, America and Brazil and the maritime way to India. And it was like, it's patrimony, and it was a shame that almost all of it was burned last year. Created, of course, an amount of tragedy, people dying, houses, and everything. But of course, we are recovering it, and mainly all the policies is to plant it again, the same tree that was burned out, in order to keep the traditional and the heritage of the place. I was invited by the City Hall to come to Nazaré to run, take care of a business of the City Hall. That was an economic development agency in Nazaré. One of the goals were international promotion, and there was some people that work in the same space as me, and they were always telling me how good the waves were in Nazaré. So I said, okay, let's try to make a team and bring people that know about the business and try to attract and see what we can do to attract the surf community. And for me, of course, it was like seeing that the waves were really good, no? Because and then we started this project, and here we are now. There was in 2007. Ninety% of the athletes that were in the national championship on the national tour never came to Nazaré before to surf, and they were really surprised because we had such good waves. And then one of the main consultant of our team, it was Paulo Caldeira, he presented us the North Canyon project. It was supposed to be a championship of big waves. No sponsors, because it was something out of the box and no one actually believed in what we were saying, so we didn't raise any money. But we believed that that was the fastest way to put Nazaré in the world. It was okay, if we can make something with giant waves, it's going to be amazing. One of our teammates had the contact of a big wave surfer, it was Garrett, and we decided, okay, let's invite him, see what he wants to come to Nazaré. To be the face of our project, and let's go from there. And it was a really successul path, and here we are now with a lot of big wave surfers, and of course from many regions of planet Earth. And we have Sebastian, that is one of our best surfers, and he's raising an amazing project. Creating an imaging project with kids, which is for us to be involved with him and helping him, it's a pleasure. Okay, so you can visit us. Don't be afraid of coming to Nazaré. Of course, we have waves to learn, and we have waves to amazing professional specialist performance, and we have those waves, giant waves for crazy guys as well.